Hi everyone, I genuinely hope you're all safe, all well, and staying at home, doing, keeping occupied, being busy. It's quite sad at the moment with all of us. Happy Mother's Day today, which is Sunday. I'm not filming this on Sunday. I think it's Thursday today, tonight. Sorry. Your mind starts going a bit crazy sometimes, but I'm thinking of an idea today, so I really hope you're all doing well, of course. And the idea is, I want to show you some of my photos. We're going to do a bit of a coffee talk and just enjoying things. All right, enjoy some photos, because looking at photos, a bit of a gallery, it does make people happy. So that's the way I see it, and yeah, so why not? I've got my coffee here. You grab your coffee, and it's a Tiger coffee, Tigers, and got a packet of Tim Tams too. So yeah, we'll enjoy having a bit of a chat. It's very hard at the moment, sitting at home because of this virus. A lot of our jobs are gone. It's very sad, but look, I want to bring some joy to all of you. Okay, so let's stick around. Please don't laugh at me, because I'm genuinely trying to keep you entertained, okay? But look, you can laugh, because I'm a bit of a goofy guy, but not laugh at me and say really mean, hurtful things. Just some of my photos throughout my small career. I've been doing photos for about how long have I been doing photos? Since 2017. I've been really enjoying photography and really trying to take it on too, of course. If you want a Tim Tam, go for it. I like these ones, yellow ones, or bloody orange. Alright, so this photo here, I really like this photo. This is in Melbourne Central, okay? So if you're not a Melbourne person, you don't know much, this is Melbourne Central. It's a pipe tower, because originally it was a pipe tower, and a bit of sunset happened there too during the day. And yeah, we were there with my school friends at Reservoir High School. We were watching a movie, and I took this with my phone. Funny enough, I took it with my phone, and yeah, even though it's with your phone, it's of course it's been edited, but it really looks cool. We watched It 2, and then yeah, pretty good movie. It 1, It 2 not as good. But yeah, yeah. Here's another really good photo that I've taken. This is a horse just sitting in a bit of water there, and then just a paddock out the back there. I really like this one. I did this in Fiji, actually. Where was I though in Fiji? Just out in the middle. Seriously, I was out in the middle of nowhere. And I was seeing these horses. There was this one and that one, and yeah, it just sort of happened like that. Sometimes you get really lucky in photos, and that was one of them. And I think this photo here will be one of my greatest photos of all time. Well, I don't know yet in my career. Well, so far, because yeah, the horse is just sitting there. You got the reflection there, and he's just admiring whatever's down in below the surface there. Yeah, I really like this photo. I'll be showing these on the gallery, of course. Each slide for use. It might be a bit yucky, like distorted, because it stretches out. But just yeah, try to enjoy them all, of course. Just try to enjoy them, and I hope that they're in a high enough quality for when it goes into the video that you can sort of admire them. So this one's another one that I've taken. I reckon it's probably one of the greatest ones of all time so far that I've taken, probably in the top 5. There's about 7 birds. I can't really remember how many there was. I like it like that, to be honest, because I was really creative, because I wanted to blur out the background. Plus it was a foggy day that it made it look extra sort of a bit creepy, bit like more like studio edited. A really good photo that I really personally like myself is Dusty Martin there. He pushed this guy down, grabs the ball, and he's going to go for that goal post for the goals. Trent Cotchin in the background was like, "Dusty, what are you doing, mate? Kick it to me," sort of thing. Like, actually, I think it was more like he's like, "Dusty, what are you doing, mate?" That was a bit crazy. Like, you really went bang, hip and shoulder in. But if you don't know much about your AFL, Dusty Martin, he's a really good player. He's probably in the top 5 AFL current players. I'm a Tigers supporter too, of course. I don't want to sound biased. I really don't want to sound biased, but nah, he's a good player. He's great that he's on Richmond, and that AFL Grand Final he really pushed aside. And another really good photo that I've taken is my good friend here, Alex Rance, absolute legend, Alex. He wrote a couple Tigers children books actually recently. So if you like your children's books and you got kids, I can't remember what it's called, but it's something about Tiger. He's got children's books, so get it out for him. Get some books for him. Absolute beautiful photo. I like this one because you get to see the boom, firepower muscles. I believe he was going for the ball or something when I took this, and yeah, I really like that one because yeah, you see that big muscle boom, and yeah, action shots I really like. This is probably another real good favourite of mine that I've taken over the years. Actually, I took it last year. Sorry, I'm sounding like a bit of an old guy. I took this last year in about December, early January. I flew my drone up there, and I knew that there was no games on. And when you got to fly your drone, of course, you got to be really sensible about it. Make sure there's no people in the park. You can either do it early in the morning, early at night time, things like that. Be sensible. Also, air traffic, you got to be careful, you can't go too high. So I believe I was around 30 meters high. I always wanted to take a photo of the MCG because I love my sport, I love football, and yeah, it reminds me of my family too because we go there, we cheer on the Tigers sometimes, and yeah, like I look at this photo and I go, look, there's some good times there with the Tigers, with my grandparents, with my mum, with my sister, because we go there, we socialise, we meet them, and yeah, and yeah, I feel like in photography you get the best out of the emotions. I really do. It makes people happy, and that's what I'm wanting to do here in this video. Like I'm passionate about this. I'm happy that I like photos, and I really hope that you're enjoying yourselves. I'm really passionate about, really interested in, is really stopping motion, like stop motion photography of creeks, waterfalls, things like that. I like it because you get to see like the rock formation and a bit of like a steam motion because it stops. Sort of a basic photo, but I reckon that's a really cool photo to show you all because I'm really experimenting with how to work the camera in new ways that I haven't done before, and manipulating water into like a sort of stop motion. Yeah, I'll be telling you a bit of a story here. This is a three-part photo here. This is when the bushfires happened in early January. It was all foggy, really horrible, really bad in early January, December time, bushfires. And yeah, we smelt this in the air because it was so foggy, and tasted eucalyptus. It was quite bad. That's what it looks like on a clear day. Absolute beautiful Melbourne. I highly recommend you seeing Melbourne if you've never been there. Beautiful place. And anyway, this particular day, this particular man, Rafael Nadal, he was coming to Melbourne. He was doing a bit of a press conference, and then later on in the afternoon, night time, he was going to play with a lot of the other big guys. A charity match to help out the bushfires, aid the bushfires, bushfire relief I think it was called. And I think they raised, I think it was like 15 million or something like that. All the big ones, Serena, Roger Federer, this guy, Kyrgios, My other friend, Novak Djokovic, Nadal, my friend too. And yeah, like he was on the stage. He was on a stage. A lot of the ball boys were there. It was flat. Like I've never seen like people behind you and whatnot so low in energy. Even though like he was doing a bit of a press conference and whatnot, everybody was low because we were like so scared. But this man, he brought everybody up. Like all the Australians were low, but like some of the Spanish, like because Spanish, they were up and happy and cheering him on and oh yeah, Raf, Raf, Raf. But us Aussies were pretty low, and this guy, when he's doing his press conferences, he's remaining happy, all this kind of stuff, and that's what you need in athletes, even in such horrible times in Australia. And yeah, like that's where athletes are beautiful in their own rights, because, and yeah, like what I said, he was happy, he was smiling, he was doing laughs, doing jokes, and all the people around, they feel that. And yeah, that's why I really like this photo, because yeah, it's a bit of a cheeky smile, a bit of a laugh there, and yeah, Rafael Nadal, a bit of a legend himself, so I took in Singapore. I think it's the Chinese or the Japanese gardens in Singapore. I really like this photo because just you got a bit of a sun right there, and get to see this beautiful peaceful reflection. This one's quite a funny one. I really like it too myself. One of my friends, my close friends from high school, my friend Alex, so hi if you're watching. He's a big fan of close detail, and I actually haven't sent this to him yet though. I've never sent this to him, but like he likes attention to detail, like right on there, and I took this thinking of him at the time, and it's like, I think it's a grain. I think it's a grain because the people go, howdy partner, and I was in a field there and just took one of that. Wow, this photo, it just, yeah, it sends goosebumps up me every time. Mr. Lounsey, Craig Lowndes, the absolute legend. Yeah, where do I start with this photo? So basically, when I was younger in 2008, I asked him, can I please take a photo of you? And he was so nice that he's like, yeah, sure, you can take a photo of me. And yeah, like my dad's like, what's the worst that can happen? He says no. And anyway, this was 2018, so flash forward another 10 years, and I had a rough indication that he was going to retire because he was getting about a little bit older. And I'm like, excuse me, Lounsey, can I take a photo of you? And he goes, yeah, sure, how are you going? And typical Lounsey, like absolute nice, how you going? Yeah, why not? I take a photo of him and he's going like a bit of a thumbs up. Absolute legend, absolute legend. And we were in Hawaii with my family on a holiday. I love Hawaii, so I highly recommend you go there if you like tropical. I think it's a willow tree. And yeah, it just seemed like the sun in there, and just went for a nice, and yeah, beautiful. Pretty simple but beautiful. I like that one. Lewis Hamilton, another guy that some people like him, some people don't. Over the years, because I love my motorsport, I sort of like him, but I sort of don't, because he absolutely dominates. That's why I don't like him, because Ricardo deserves to win more. Absolute legend. When he does his press conferences, his interviews and things like that, he opens up. I like that. He doesn't really open up about the car, which is fair enough, because you sign, a lot of people don't know, but you sign like these confidential agreements and that, and I don't think he can talk about how quick the car is and all that sort of shit, which is fair enough. I like this photo because he's smiling to a lot of the fans and just engaging with them. So this is a photo I took in pit lane one day. This is Lewis Hamilton's car in, I think, 2019. A lot of people working on it. You get to see all the wishbone, suspension geometry, the wheels off there, so you get to see a bit of how the cooling works. The cooling's there. I don't know what that is, so it's a bit out there. Really cool. What was I going to say? This was on at about 6:30 at night. 6:30 at night, and a lot of the mechanics are still working, so it's a hard sport in racing. Another one at night time though. Marina Bay Sands are the towers in Singapore. I really like this photo because the sunset's happening while I'm taking this photo. Get to see the towers. Really cool one here. I climbed up here, like there's like a railway road, so I climbed up the railway road and I walked across. It's quite safe to walk up there, believe it or not, even though it sounds a bit sketchy by the talking of it. I went up there and then I climbed down. And then I took this photo. I love beaches too, to be honest. Like, I wanted to be a lifesaver when I was younger, and I still kind of do. Like, I like helping people, and maybe photos is another reason why I like doing photos, because it makes people happy. So, being a lifesaver and photos, it kind of is similar, because you're helping people, making them happy and saving lives. Because yeah, it is pretty cool, and I've actually had that sort of thing in my life before, where somebody's like, I love your photos so much, where you bring joy to me, and that's something where it gives you goosebumps. I'll keep doing it. In other words, like I know that there's people out there that are having sad lives, and putting photos out there in the world brings people joy. And I'm not showing off. I promise everybody that. Make people happy, and when I get some nice heartwarming messages by people that go, look, I enjoy this, I enjoy that, send me some private messages of how my photos bring people joy. I love that. And sure I'm a small photographer. Sure, I'm a painter by trade. I paint houses. But that is something beautiful when somebody sends me a message like, hey, I love your work, and your work brings me joy seeing this photo, and keep it up. That's something really cool. Here we've got three of the boys here, Formula One. We've got Sebastian Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo and Charles Leclerc, all having a bit of a funny moment, greeting each other, handshakes. Daniel's handshaking Charles, and he'll later handshake Sebastian Vettel, because I've got another one where he handshakes Vettel. Really cool. I love when they handshake each other, have a bit of fun, Formula One drivers. This one in Hawaii. If you haven't been to Hawaii, go to Hawaii, good holidays. Send me there, put me in your bag, alright? Put me in your bag, I'll take photos of whatever the hell things like this for you. Just, you know, you can be there and I'll take a photo of you, alright? So you buy the ticket and I'll go with you. Alright, I can't remember what this mountain is, but you can climb it. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Took me half a day to climb this mountain. Highly recommend it if you love your hiking and just enjoying sort of crazy things. This mountain reminds me of Jurassic Park, because you see all the green. If you don't know, they shot Jurassic Park in Hawaii, not in the mainland Hawaii, in one of the other ones, but sort of it looks all the same anyway, because it's all nice green. You can picture the dinosaurs there. Anyway, you can go to the top, because it's a bit of a walkway. During World War II, because the Americans were versing the Japanese, there's a bit of a railway cart up there, so you can walk up this old railway road up this mountain. It's really crazy, because like some of the logs and all that on the railway road is pretty bad, but it's nuts, because it's like this. I'm not joking. Like, if ever somebody wants to show me a photo, I'll show you a photo, and just message me about it. I'll show you the incline one day, and it's pretty nuts, but really recommend doing the hike. Singapore 2017. I took this. I took this around the race weekend in Singapore because I went for the Grand Prix to cheer on my good friend Daniel Ricciardo. And I can't remember what day I took this exactly, but yeah, it was clear sky, the sun's coming down, a bit of a reflection going on, and yeah, pretty cool. So I really hope you're enjoying yourselves, enjoying this story time, coffee time with me. This is in Phillip Island, Cape Woolamai, it's called, something like that. It's a bit of a walk actually, because there's a car park, then you got to walk like 2 kilometres to see this. But beautiful. I want to go back. After this quarantine, after all this virus crap. I want to go back. So if anybody's out there, sing out. I'm coming. I want to fly the drone there, but it's a bit sketchy because it's crazy. Alright, really cool photo because rocks. I can't remember the history why the rocks are like that, but anyway, really cool. This photo I took this year, about 3 weeks ago actually. I was riding my bike because you can do exercise and things like that for our quarantine in Australia. You can go out for exercise. So I brought my camera anyway, and this is in Coburg Park there. And the trees, looks beautiful with the trees in Coburg. Because it's Mother's Day, why not? I want to show you one of my good friends, Mr. Kangaroo here. They're the local kangaroos up in Bundy or Mill Park. I know a secret spot where they're really friendly in that, and they're wild ones, okay? They're wild ones, but they're really friendly. So if ever you want to meet some kangaroos and whatnot, send me an email. I'll show you where this location is. Really cool photo because it's a mum and a little joey. They call them joeys if you don't know, little baby. Really curious too, really curious animals. And yeah, this is it for sort of a bit of a photo time with me, talking about what I've done so far in my photo career. And I really hope you enjoyed yourself, of course, I really do. I hope you're doing okay out there in your quarantine, wherever you are. And like my surprise, okay, because maybe I surprise you with joy, with love. I want to show you my love. With hey, I love my photos, I'm passionate about it. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed my gallery, I really do. We had a bit of a fun moment, well I did. I had a bit of a fun moment, had some Tim Tams, had a bit of, still going with my coffee. Enjoying myself, talking about life, the funny moments, bad moments. And some of them bad moments, I want to be with you, okay, I really do. Because a lot of you have supported me through my journey my small journey in photography. I'm passionate about it, and photography brings people happiness, it brings people joy, it brings people sadness because it brings out that emotion, and I really enjoy that, I really like that. It's really cool in itself, and I appreciate them nice people when they go, oh look, I like your work, and they send me them lovely feedback comments privately and things like that. It's really cool. Keep it up. And yeah, so yeah, where I'm getting from this is, look, there's people out there that are doing it tough at the moment, and I'm here for you, I really am. Like, I'm not a qualified counsellor and therapist and all that, but I feel like art helps people, I really do. So perhaps seeing a bit of art helped you out today, because look, it is boring inside, and it is boring. We're a bit all scared at the moment, but I'm here for you. I recommend if ever you're doing it tough, struggling from depression or anxiety moments, see help, you know, Beyond Blue, Lifeline, look into things like that, please. People who have respected me, I will respect forever, because, you know, like, a lot of people don't know, but last year for me was really bad, really tough. I tried making a photo company up, I tried making a photo company up last year and the year before, and it really went bad, it really went pear-shaped. A lot of bad moments, and a lot of sad moments because people treat you like rubbish. But you see the light, you see that light out of the tunnel, and I feel like 2020 is that year where I bounced back. Well, late 2019 was the where it was I was bouncing back from it, and yeah, I'm back in a good rhythm, good happiness in my life. And yeah, nothing goes to plan in life. Like I really believe that it's not a script. Okay, it's not a script, because you always get heartbreaks. You always get these good moments. You get the bad moments. You get people that treat you like shit. Like you're a fucking joke. You're a fucking waste. Get lost. And you're like, I'm bringing my heart out, and you're treating me like fucking shit. That hurts, especially if it's a female doing it to you. They treat you like that. Also, if they're a male, like it's happened to me when they're males and they want to slam your head in and things like that. I'm not a violent person, of course. I don't feel like I ever will be. And yeah, like I care for everybody, of course. I really do. I thank the friends. I thank my family. I thank all of you for my photo career. I really do. The ones that have respected me through the good times, the hard times. And I'll respect you through the good times and the hard times.